Hi, I'm Movie Man. I'm an actor who reviews movies, and today's review is going to be on. So, in my opinion, this film was pretty good. Um, in my opinion, this is overall a pretty good film. Um, so start things off. The cinematography in this film is it's very good. There are some, once again, just like all the other Fast and Furious films, there are some shots in this movie that are very nice. Um, there's also the pace in this film now. This movie is 2 hours and 21 minutes long, so yeah, it is a pretty long film, but however, I think they actually did very well with the pace because while this movie is pretty long, you don't really feel the pace too much of this film as it does go by pretty quickly. Um, the sounds and music in this film was actually very good. There was a lot of really nice tracks in the film, and not to mention that there's one scene near the beginning of the film where they actually play an instrumental version of when I see you again. I actually thought that was really good. The ending in the film was very good. Like for an action film with loads of like car scenes, this film did actually have some genuinely pretty good editing. Um, and that's something I'm pretty grateful for, honestly. Um, there's the characters. So now there's a lot of characters in this film, obviously, because these films have always had like a huge cast. Now like in all these films, the characters they're always just a team like working together and stuff. However, in this movie, they actually split all the characters up, and I actually liked that. I thought that was actually pretty interesting. I actually thought that was good what they did. Um, so just briefly talk about all the characters. Dom was he's always been a very good protagonist of the film. All these movies, he's all about family and stuff. And yeah, he's very good in this film too. I think like he thought I thought the film continues his story from the previous films pretty well. And yeah, not to mention he even takes like some huge massive risks in this film, which were actually pretty big, to be honest. Leslie was very good too. I thought like she wasn't in the film a lot, but she did have her scenes throughout, and whenever she was in the film, I thought she had some pretty good scenes in the film, and she definitely fought a lot throughout the movie. Um, Cypher was very good in this film too. I thought she was very good as the main villain in Fate of the Furious. In F9, she was good, but she didn't appear too often in the film. But in this movie, she does have, I think, a bit around this, a bit more screen time than she did in F9, and I mean, I thought she was solid. Um, I thought some of the other characters like Han, Roman, Ramsey, and Tej, in the scenes that they got, they were all pretty fun. And I mean, like Roman is just he's once again the goat of this cast by far. And there's also Dom's son Brian, and he was once again very good. He was a sweet little kid. And and he even has a plot about him and Dom's brother Jacob, and I thought their little subplot was actually quite fun. The two of them I actually really liked these two's chemistry. It was actually a lot of fun. Um, there's a few new characters in this film. I won't say much about the new characters, but I think they're all pretty good. The best one by far has to be Dante, the main villain of the movie. I actually thought he was really good. Like, he was an utter psychopath, but and he knew it, and he just had a lot of fun. Um, and not to mention, Jason Momoa just has a ton of fun playing this Joker style terrorist like character. He really stole the show in this movie. Um, the plot of this film was pretty good. Once again, it's just a high. It's just a jam packed action film. Um, like um, however, there are some like little things in this film which actually makes it a genuinely good plot. And the whole, obviously, that if you know that Dante is the son of Hernan Reyes, the main villain from Fast Five, and the way that they added Dante into the plot of Fast Five was actually done very well. And then there's the narrative structure. Now, as I mentioned previously, this film is actually it feels like it's kind of split up into like certain missions, because they split the characters up in this movie and have them all be on their own missions and subplots and stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually liked it. One or two people weren't a huge fan of it, but I actually thought it was pretty fun, honestly. I thought it was a very interesting idea that they decided to do. So overall, Fast X was a pretty good movie. Now I wouldn't call it a great film or anything, but it was very enjoyable. I thought it had a pretty good plot, some good characters, and once again, it was just a ton of fun with all the action and the race scenes and stuff. And yeah. I'll say this is probably the best film in the franchise since Furious 7. Furious 7 is still the best one in the franchise, but this one is actually not bad either. It's not far. It's a pretty good film overall, and I'll be intrigued to see the 11th and 12th movie when they do come out, and how they'll conclude the story. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see for those films. But yeah, so with that, I'm going to give Fast X a 7 out of 10. So with that, I'll see you guys next time, and bye.